If someone finds this recording, do not go to 42 Elmcrest Drive. Just burn the entire house down to the foundation. My name is Thomas. I'm wearing my usual green hoodie. I was supposed to be house sitting for the Millers, watching their 7-year-old Toby. It's a typical suburban fortress. 2-car garage, perfectly manicured lawn, heavy smart locks on every single door. I put Toby to bed exactly at 10 p.m. Mr. Miller was working a graveyard shift at the hospital, and Mrs. Miller went up to the master bedroom with a severe migraine. I was alone in the living room. The only sound was the heavy rain hitting the glass and the low hum of the refrigerator. Exactly 11:45 p.m., my phone screen lit up, blinding me in the dark. A notification from the Ring doorbell app, motion detected at the front door. I checked the live feed. It was Mr. Miller. He was standing on the porch, drenched in the freezing rain. No umbrella. His head was tilted up, staring directly into the camera lens. I stood up, confused. I was about to unlock the front door, but right before my hand touched the deadbolt, I heard it. Heavy, dragging footsteps. Upstairs, directly above my head, coming from the master bedroom where Mrs. Miller was supposed to be sleeping. My breathing stopped. I didn't open the door. Instead, I backed away slowly into the kitchen and grabbed the first thing I could find in the drawer, a pair of heavy, rusty iron scissors. My palms were sweating so much I could barely grip the metal. I walked back to the front door. I didn't look at the phone screen this time. I pressed my eye directly against the cold brass people. The porch light was flickering. Mr. Miller wasn't standing there anymore. The porch was empty. But as I kept looking, the darkness inside the peephole shifted. Something pressed right up against the other side of the door. A massive bloodshot eye filled the entire peephole, staring furiously back at me. It knew I was looking. I stumbled back, dropping the iron scissors onto the hardwood floor with a loud clang. Then, the man outside spoke. Not through the door, but through the Ring app on my phone.
Thomas, open the door. I know you're standing right there.
It's cold. His voice was perfectly normal. Too normal. Like a tape recorder playing the exact same frequency over and over. My hands were violently shaking. I unlocked my phone and texted Mr. Miller's actual cell number. 3 seconds later, the typing bubble appeared. But he didn't send a text. He sent a video file. 5 seconds long, a dashcam recording. I clicked play. The video showed a dark, rainy highway. The headlights illuminated the side of the road. There was a body lying in the mud. The camera zoomed in. The body was wearing a green hoodie. It was my face. The eyes were glazed over. Dead. The timestamp on the dashcam video said 7:32 p.m. A few hours before I even arrived at the house. My brain just couldn't process it. If that was me, dead in the mud, who the hell was standing in the living room holding my phone? I looked up. The thing on the porch was no longer looking at the door. It had moved to the living room window. It was pressing its face against the glass, looking right at me. It smiled. A jagged, impossible smile that tore its cheeks open. Then it spoke again, but this time, the voice coming through the phone wasn't Mr. Miller's. It was Toby's voice, the 7-year-old boy asleep upstairs.
Thomas, let me in! The thing in my room is wearing Daddy's skin!
I lost my mind. I grabbed the rusty scissors again and dialed 911. A calm operator answered.
911, what is your emergency?
I was whispering so quietly, tears running down my face. Please, send the police to 42 Elmcrest Drive. Something is outside, and there is something upstairs.
Okay, sir. Stay calm. Are your doors locked?
Yes, all of them.
Are you holding a weapon, Thomas? Something sharp?
I froze. I never told her my name. I never told her about the scissors. I didn't say a word. My blood ran cold. I slammed the end call button, cutting the line in pure panic. I lowered the phone, staring down the pitch-black hallway. Then, a voice spoke, not from the phone.
I am looking at you from the hallway, Thomas.
I dropped the phone. The house's Alexa smart speaker in the hallway lit up with a pulsing blue ring. They had hijacked the network. I needed to grab Toby and run. I opened the baby monitor app on my iPad. The night vision camera showed Toby's bed. He was gone. Sitting in the exact center of the mattress was a golden retriever, Buster, the family dog. But Buster died 3 years ago. I saw his grave in the backyard. The dead dog on the screen slowly raised its paw and pointed a human finger directly at the camera lens. It didn't bark. It spoke.
I see you.
I didn't care anymore. Survival instinct took over. I sprinted to the attached garage, slammed the heavy fire door shut behind me, and jumped into the family's SUV. The keys were in the ignition. I locked the doors. My chest was heaving. I gripped the steering wheel, covered in cold sweat. I just needed to hit the garage door opener and drive far, far away. I looked up at the rearview mirror to check behind me. The face looking back in the mirror was wearing my green hoodie, but it wasn't my face. The eyes were completely void, pitch black pools, and the skin around the neck, it was stitched together with dirty, thick black thread. A sudden violent flash of memory hit my brain, a memory of the real Thomas. He was crying, screaming, fighting back as I dragged him into the woods by the highway 4 hours ago. I snapped his neck, I took his clothes, I put on his green hoodie, I stole his memories to bypass the house's biosecurity alarms. I forgot that I was the one who broke in. The thing on the porch wasn't trying to get in. Mr. Miller was trying to keep me from getting out. I slowly touched the stitched, rotten skin on my neck. I looked into the mirror and smiled that wide, jagged, impossible smile.